Hi everyone, I'm Francis introducing you to Mosabi, a hybrid of FinTech and EdTech. We've built the next Netflix for financial inclusion sector impact, paid for by the banks and resource providers to bring our entertaining financial literacy and business skill learning platform that boosts financial capabilities, product understanding and engagement, and overall financial health. We are especially grateful to be part of the AFI FinTech Showcase. The AFI member countries are our specific target markets. Also, Mosabi occupies a unique place because central banks and ministries of finance guide national strategy for financial inclusion and financial literacy for their populations. They are often our direct partners and customers for shared campaign to lift the sector. This is a story of Fatu in Sierra Leone. She has no bank account and believes the financial system is built to work against her. She's a woman entrepreneur who is so passionate about her business and financial health. Fatu, as the leader of a local savings group, received an informal loan and picked up the funds, joyfully excited to meet with other members of her group. The unexpected happened. A bike rider snatched the money back from her. Fatu was lost about how to face her group, how to pick up the pieces, how to dig out of a hole. Former financial and digital resources could have helped her avoid this situation. Now imagine that she is one of 1.5 billion people who lack access to something as simple as a formal bank account and access to microcredit. The lost opportunities in life and business, collectively across sub-Saharan Africa, the lost economic impact is over $1 trillion US. Across much of Africa, 95% of GDP is informal, grassroots small business. They are underserved, often unbanked, untapped segment for financial providers. But because of skills and knowledge gap, adoption and usage is often a struggle. As a Mosabi co-founder, my pathway from growing up in Nigeria, and this is a personal problem, and I saw my late mom as a small-scale restaurant owner who worked so hard day and night, like herself, like Fatu, can't let others in our communities never get informal financial resources, understanding financial and digital literacy, or get a chance to apply any of those for more stable businesses and household financial situations. This is a lost economic opportunity to the financial service providers and for individuals and families that are financially excluded and limited in their income. My co-founder, Chris, also spent the past decade working to improve livelihood for Africa rising class. So soon after we met in Ghana, we came together to form Mosabi for this mission, unlocking financial opportunities through entertaining e-learning. Across Africa, we are known by our tagline, Netflix for financial inclusion sector.
Hi, everyone. I'm Francis' co-founder, Chris, and he's right. Our approach is really dead simple. Mosabi teaches our users productive technical skills and financial and digital literacy alongside life journeys as they build working livelihoods in MSME sectors. Our patented machine learning matching engine and marketplace links to the right resources that can help complete a virtuous cycle of skill and knowledge building and financial inclusion. That's what we show here. With Mosabi, learners immerse in localized, entertaining, story-driven lessons to build their profiles. Our internal multimedia production team makes gamified edutainment that uses storytelling, quizzes, and nudges that are in local language and context. We built our technology stack from scratch to have engagement and natural language processing in major languages. That's included English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Swahili, but also indigenous dialects, 24 of them, in fact. They include Wolof, Mende, Creole, Twi, Ewe, in West Africa, also Chichewa and Tubuka in Mali, in Southeastern Africa, for instance. With Mosabi, financial and business events become teachable moments, and end users build skills and apply learning to make better decisions. And that is tangible, measurable impact. Learning from Mosabi is on smartphones as well as basic phones, online or offline, and also in real time with the Wise AI chatbot that we built under the persona Mama Mosabi. Mosabi's library of content revolves around video, illustrations, and audio, providing rich experiences, even for illiterate or semi-literate beneficiaries. Those are the channels through which users interact with Mosabi. Basically, whichever one of them is best for them and their preferences. And just like Netflix's algorithm shows each of you different content than for me or for Francis, our customization and automation shows different content for different learners. Farmers versus urban entrepreneurs, informal workers versus formal. Users find out about and onboard to Mosabi through sponsored campaigns with our partners. To go back to the Netflix analogy, our partners pay for the subscriptions that their clients use to access our library. Sometimes Mosabi modules are embedded in product screening and onboarding, and organic onboarding happens through referrals or non-financial partners that we have to be matched with providers in our marketplace. Now, even if the bank is paying for their clients, that doesn't mean they'll use it, right? Well, we've seen incredible stickiness through user incentives, where our users earn credits and badges throughout the gamified experience. They can earn more credits by allowing lock screen access to automated, personalized content and redeem those for airtime credit, data, or credits towards product applications of our partners. Mosabi has a B2B business model, working with mission-aligned, impact-focused partners. That includes banks, mobile network operators, innovative fintechs, and microfinance, as well as the global development sector. For our core revenue stream, financial providers subscribe and they license Mosabi's platform, content, and data insights, and pay us for lead generation when that engagement matches new users to their products. Our development sector partners sponsor content so that their impact reaches more users, and sometimes they subsidize or pre-finance devices even through our model. So we know how to price and provide that impact because Francis and I came from the world of doing projects in the sector, seeing so many where banks and NGOs and mobile network providers spend fortunes to build out these sort of impact-focused non-financial service offerings, but we provide it with a much more affordable plug-and-play platform as a service. The exciting Mosabi magic, it happens in personalized automation, machine learning, and algorithmic scoring that matches and fast tracks our users to the right product for them at the right time in their lives. Again, just like Netflix, our algorithms drive that customization. For all of our partners, progress and achievements feed our alternative credit scoring and matching in dashboards, reporting, and open APIs. With all of that, we've carved out a niche in the market where Mosabi learning happens on two fronts: practical skills for our learners to be more financially secure and healthy, and actionable insights for B2B partners. It's probably self-evident in what you hear from us, but we're all about impacts. Not only do we track an array of indicator metrics that allow seamless reporting, segmented, aggregated, disaggregated, the same dashboard is also available anonymized for partner stakeholders, even investors, supervisory bodies like AFI and its members. So traction we've had so far, over 150,000 users across 7 countries, and worked with 24 B2B partners. By sharing their missions, the majority of our users have been women, youth, and other marginalized populations. However, the same issues we address exist across the global south, so we plan to scale reach and revenue accordingly. So we're currently, as of the last year, we're in the black, we're profitable, and hope to keep growing and hopefully raising investment to scale that growth. Mosabi boosts productivity, decision-making, livelihoods, product access and engagement, and overall financial health. And that's backed by controlled studies in our confirmed proof of concept, and showing us that we have real product market fit.
Thanks,
Recognizing this, we've been
thank you.
blessed with the support. Sorry,
Hi,
I'll
Chris,
just
your
close
time's
on our
up.
device.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you so much. Just in order to be fair to others, I'll keep it to just 10 minutes exactly. Thank you so much for the presentation. If you do not mind, please stop sharing for the Q&A session. And I'd like to invite Anna for your question, if you have one for Chris and Francis.
Hello. Well, thank you, Francis and Chris, for this very clear and very interesting presentation. Well, I believe that just a few projects focus on financial education, and this is one of the main tools for against poverty and gaps in the financial system. So it's very interesting. I just have a question is maybe you can share with us the topics or do you address in your financial education material?
Thank
you. Francis, I can take that. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Can I go?
Chris, I think you can
sure.
go ahead in the interest of time.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to put up on my screen once again where we show the various modules that we have, but basically it's across a wide range of competencies for financial health and decision making and understanding of financial product and engagement. So it ranges from everything of understanding interest rates, basic saving and spending strategies, how to set a budget, the rights and responsibilities of credit and taking loans, and the importance of repayments, the consequences of non-repayments, how to recognize various different financial providers and make decisions from among them based on what is the best fit for someone's context, their business activity, and how to avoid jumping into a financial product that might not be a good fit for a person and or small business, for instance. Across all of that, the big part of our approach is to make this very relevant and localized. So while we do have a core curriculum that's available globally, again, we spoke earlier about how we make that available in local context and languages, and then do a level of tailoring to adapt it to what's available in the local market, right? Like with mobile money and telecom driven financial products being such a big scope of the sector of financial products, but like our esteemed judges from El Salvador, where mobile money may not be as much of a disruptor in the financial space. So it would be different learning that individuals would see there. And so it's really driven by that context where we're operating and the scope of our partners too, because we want to help drive the engagement and making decisions from among those providers in the marketplace, almost like like a comparison engine for financial products. So that's
Thank you very much, Chris.
Summary of that.
Yeah. Just in the interest of time, if you can keep your responses quite short. So I'd like to invite quickly Mushansi for your own question, and then we'll take the last one from Professor Yinka. And Chris, please try to keep your answers to under a minute in the interest of time. Thank you.
All right, thank you. My question is on the Mosabi score. Can you explain a little bit how and where it's been used, especially whether you've seen any impact on the cost of credit? Thank you.
Thank you. I will share my screen again for that one, just with a slide that we have that talks about those data approaches. And I'll keep it short, but basically we do have a foundational model that runs our Mosabi score. But I think it's important to add that we add a layer of local customization to that, recognizing that the same model that we use with our partner, which is Fika Malawi, and Malawi there, is not going to be the same scoring model that will make the sense for our banking partner in Sierra Leone, and similar for other contexts. So we have developed a model that's based on some global characteristics, but then use various aspects from our learning journeys, from the API integration that we take with the products of our partners and how financial performance happens with that, and also the outcome-based indicators that we're collecting. So is this driving better outcomes in terms of financial health and income and livelihood, and all of that contributing to something where investment time in our platform can lead to increases in that score. It's like knowing specifically how to increase your creditworthiness score. So we empower users to know about that and then make a difference for themselves with it.
Thank you very much, Chris. Professor Inka.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chris and Francis. I think you addressed your presentation, addressed a lot of things, but going back to just from Abiola's presentation in terms of how do you scale and enable more indigenous languages on your AI, with your AI platform and your natural language platform in that sense, because I think that's one of the areas in terms of scalability of your product. Thank you.
Yeah, Francis, do you want to take that one in terms of our lean localization approach and how we assemble the teams for that?
Yeah, sure. So for the language localizations, it boils down to our partners. So how we scale Mosabi, it's like if we are scaling to any country, then we have to localize our content to suit the available languages in that country. So for instance, in Sierra Leone, we have Creole, we have Mende, we have Soso and Temli. Then in Malawi, we have Yamba and Chichawa, and then the same thing in Zambia. And then in Ghana, we have Gan, and then other local languages. So that's like basically the model that we operate in. We have like the global English that when you log into Mosabi app, from any other country that like we are not operational in, you get to see our global content which are available in English. But like in specific countries where we have partnership, then we localize our content to suit the local context.
Thank you very much.
Just to add a quick note there in terms of scalability, we do use some partners in our tech stack to actually process user-created content, like when they record audio or things like that. And that's where we're using the expertise of some other platforms to run their natural language processing that they specialize in for African indigenous languages, and to process that data in our stack accordingly. So that helps us do that more quickly.
Thank you very much, Chris, and thank you very much, Francis, for the pitch and presentation. And again, thank you so much, judges, for the questions.